Everyone on that. No. How am I going to play Candy Crush at the bar? If, like,
Do you when you go? Do you play Candy Crush?
No. Just joking. I have other games. Like Bingo Blitz is my game. But
Bingo
anyway, that's even more
Blitz.
embarrassing.
I don't know about that one, but I just think it's so cool because I feel like a lot of times people nowadays, it's really hard for them to connect.
Yeah.
They're always checking their phone, always checking texts, emails. So it just lets you power down, decompress, and actually connect with people one-on-one.
And look each other in the eyes.
Right.
You know, like sometimes I'll be talking to Olivia, she'll be texting and stuff. I'm like, Liv. She's like, I know, Mom, I hear you. I'm like, she's like, I can do two things at once. I'm like, can you just do one? Just look at me.
Because some people
just do
think-
one thing and look at me.
I've been told that it's rude when
is.
you're like, on your phone and talking to someone. So I'm trying to work on that.
Even with my boys, sometimes I catch them there at the dining table and they're eating and they're scrolling. I'm like, you're not even enjoying your food.
Yeah.
Like, put it to the side, be present, and just enjoy what you're doing right now.
That's right.
Yes. I love that. A few years ago, we went to Bruno Mars and he took away our phones.
And we lost our, we were like, what? I was so upset by I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't like, you put it in like a little bag and they take it. And I was like this, I was annoyed.
yeah.
But by the time we got into the concert, I was so into the concert.
You didn't want it back.
And at the end, I was like, okay, whatever you want, Bruno, you can have whatever. You want my you want my watch? What else? Here, let me take my earrings. You can have it all.
But how much more present were we?
We were.
Right?
We
and I
were.
feel like we were able to remember even more because we were there.
For
No
sure.
one even watches the videos. If you take a video
don't.
of the concert,
None
You
at all.
Okay, we could keep talking about this,
But
but
we're talking about weather.
yeah, but let's talk about the weather, guys, because today is the official start of fall, the autumnal equinox. It's going to happen at 11:19. So let's make a deal at 11:19. Just put away your phones and just enjoy the weather. This is a time of year when the sun's rays are directly over the equator. So that is what equinox means. It means equal night, equal day. So here we are looking at really when it comes down to fall, it's a transition season, and you'll see why. Because during winter, the average highs are between 67 to 69 degrees. In spring, the average highs 69 to 75 degrees. In summer, the average high is 75 to 85 degrees. But in fall, the average highs start in the 80s. And by the time we get closer to winter solstice, the average high is 69 degrees. So that's why fall is considered a transition season, because it's a bridge between those warm, sunny days and those cool, shorter days of winter. So there can be a lot of swings when it comes to the temperatures and also with our weather. And this week is going to be one of those weeks because we're going to start off with warm and humid conditions and passing clouds because of a system to our south. Then our rain chances increase on Tuesday and Wednesday. And by the time we get to the end of the week, we're looking at a cool down with highs in the 70s and 80s. So this morning, you may need a sweater. We've got temperatures in the 60s, and we've got lots of cloud cover out there and also some low visibility, some areas of fog. As we step into the afternoon hours, we're going to have sunshine. It'll feel a little muggy, and the temperatures will be in the 80s for Los Angeles, Anaheim, so that's just slightly above normal for this time of year. 90s through the valleys, the Inland Empire, so it's still going to feel like summer. 90s also in the deserts and in the mountains, a slight chance for some storms. Now look at the trend for us in the next few days. In Riverside, it's going to get hotter before it gets cooler. But you see how the numbers climb to close to 100 degrees tomorrow, and then we start to transition into some cooler weather. By the end of the week, we're looking at numbers in the 80s. So the weather this week influenced by a storm to our south, an area of low pressure that is bringing in monsoon moisture and a little bit of tropical moisture. And there you see the chance for rain increasing on Tuesday and Wednesday. As of now, not looking at any huge impacts when it comes to flooding, but we're going to keep an eye on it for you. It is LA, Ventura County that have the best chances of seeing some kind of wet weather. But today it's looking mostly dry. We're at 87 for the base in Orange County. Tomorrow, including that chance for storms, same goes for Wednesday, and then you see the number sliding for the second half of the week. At the coast, we will continue to see those gray mornings. In fact, today, clouds will be a little stubborn to clear out. The weather in the valleys, the Inland Empire, around 90 degrees, gets a little hotter tomorrow, mid to upper 90s, and then we start to trend cooler. Still hanging on to a bit of humidity through Wednesday. At the end of the week, the temperatures will be in the low 80s, and that's how we're going to kick off the weekend. The weather in the deserts, dry today in the high desert. The low desert may see some storms, and then we'll flip-flop. Tomorrow, chance for storms in the high desert. Towards the end of the week, the temperatures will be in the 80s and 90s. And in the mountains, keep an eye to the sky. Storm chance today, tomorrow, and also Wednesday. Download the NBC LA app. It'll get you the latest from the First Alert Weather Team. Right now, we need the latest on traffic. What's happening, Holly?
All right, Belen. Good morning to you on this Monday. A live view from Street Vision. This is the East 105. Jeff Sharping making his way towards the 605. No traffic here. Things look good. Taking you back to Hollywood, where I've been tracking a traffic alert. North 101 at Gower. Just the off-ramp that is shut down. This is due to a solo motorcycle crash. Estimated time of reopening of that off-ramp around 8 a.m. You can always hop off the freeway at Hollywood Boulevard instead. Carson, West 91 near Main. I've been following this for about 20 minutes. There's a crash in the middle lane, vehicle facing the wrong way, and we are seeing some delays for folks making their way towards the 110. West 10 commute, Colton to Pomona will take about 35 minutes right now. Speeds in the 50s. All looks good through Bloomington, Fontana, Ontario, and also Montclair. And then North 71 Corona to Pomona, a drive of 15 minutes, speeds in the 30s. Traffic bunches up around Valley as you approach the 10. The next time you see me, we will check conditions on the West 91 through Corona. Michelle, over to you.
Thank you so much, Holly. Control.
Breaking right now at 5:30, running from police and then hiding out in a stranger's house. One man causing quite the scene in Upland.
We are back live with the tense moments that had officers swarming this neighborhood and the street closures that could impact your commute.
Today in LA at 5 starts now.
Happy Monday to you. Hopefully you had a great weekend. It is September 22nd. This is a live look outside right there, the San Gabriel Valley. A lot of clouds in the sky out there. So glad you're here with us on Today in LA. I'm Lynette Romero.
And good morning. I'm Michelle Valles in for Adrian. Do you remember the 22nd day of September? I forgot to say it yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to get my fix it today. First day of fall.
Yes. You know what we say to that?
What?
I don't know the words. But we know the song, don't we? All right, here we are. Yes, fall officially starts at 11:19, but it's not going to feel very much like it. Buenos dias, everyone. We're going to have warm and muggy conditions as we step into the afternoon, but this morning we've got fog out there. Visibility is low. We've got those low numbers around the South Bay, downtown, and this is the view over Universal Studios where you can see that low cloud cover and even that fog rolling inland. So it'll be a gloomy start. Temperatures this morning cool. Bring a sweater. This afternoon, mostly sunny. Temperatures will be in the 90s inland with a slight chance for storms in the mountains. Now, here's what's happening this morning. We have lots of cloud cover and not out of the question to maybe get some sprinkles because look at what's to our south. We have a storm that is pulling in a lot of moisture, mostly for our friends over in San Diego. But this system is going to be influencing our forecast this week. It's going to bring us a chance for some rain. I'll let you know when just ahead. Right now, let's groove on over to Holly Hannula. What are you tracking?
Well, right now I'm just tracking conditions on the North 605 in Street Vision. Jeff Sharping is making his way towards the 5 freeway. There are some cars out there, traffic building a little bit early this Monday morning. From there, back in Hollywood, where I've been tracking a traffic alert for about an hour now. North 101 at Gower, the off-ramp is closed following a motorcycle accident. They hope to reopen this off-ramp around 8 a.m. You can always hop off the freeway at Hollywood Boulevard instead. Still tracking this crash in Carson, West 91 near Main. It's in the middle lane, still causing some pressure for folks making their way towards the 110. West 91 drive starting to get busy from Riverside to Anaheim. It'll take almost an hour right now at 5:33. Speeds in the 40s. Yes, there is slowing between the 15 and the 241. The next time you see me, we'll check conditions on the West 60 near Ontario. Michelle, over to you.
Want to get to the breaking news in Upland? Take a look at this. A lone bulldozer and graffiti. This is all that remains of a homeless encampment. This is in Koreatown. We've been on this story all week last week. Check out this video from News Chopper 4 over that problem area. And this is next to an apartment on South Manhattan Place there. You can see it's pretty much cleared out.
It's a cloudy and foggy morning. Allow extra time to get to wherever you have to go and maybe bring a sweater. The temperatures right now are in the 60s, 50s in the deserts and 40s in the mountains. It's the first day of fall, but it's not going to feel like it, y'all. Temperatures this afternoon in the 90s. Yep, we'll get you ready for the work week ahead. Pierce Holly with traffic.
All right, Belen, happy first day of fall. Here's a live look from Street Vision. This is the North 605. Jeff Sharping traveling towards the 60 right now. Traffic looks great. Coming up in a few, we will check conditions on the West 60 through Ontario. It's 5:39. You're watching Today in LA.
Morning, LAPD is on high alert, focusing on protecting Jewish communities. Rosh Hashanah starts at sundown tonight. The celebration of the Jewish New Year starts with the beginning of the High Holy Days. And NBC4's Brittany Hope is live in Pico Robertson. And Brittany, many people who live in that area are very
advocacy to South Carolina. He's set to give a TED Talk. So his stage just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and he's really spreading the word.
And it's about awareness. Right, and this is such a painful disease. And I was just reading that 1 in 13 of the African American community members carry that trait. So awareness is so important. Thank you for bringing a spotlight on that topic.
And really talking to the young people. You know, he's out there talking to kids who are looking up to him because he's an athlete and he's a cool guy. So I really appreciate everything he's doing. You know, we love a little sunshine in the morning. We know you do too. Please keep sharing your bright spots with us. You can reach out to me directly on social media, or you can use that hashtag Today in LA Bright Spot. Speaking of bright spots.
Oh, I like with music.
I know,
right?
it's like a little jazz
bottle.
It is very fall-like weather. Leaves falling, cozy sweater. We love our sweaters, Holly and Hannula.
Sweater weather.
Almost.
Has anybody had a PSL so far this season? No
not yet.
PSLs?
Jonathan Gonzalez, I think, has had one for all of us.
Well, today might be the day. I think that's how I'm going to mark the start of fall. I'll have a PSL later. Only have one a year. That's it. It's too sweet. But it's not going to feel very much like fall. Look at this. The average high for Los Angeles is 82, but today we're looking at temperatures in Los Angeles 87, and it's going to feel muggy. So there's an area of low pressure to our south, a storm system that is funneling all of this moisture into Southern California. Now, most of the action is going to be to the south of us over in San Diego, but this morning, not out of the question for us to see a few sprinkles. It's also increasing our marine layer, so we've got areas of fog this morning as well. So let me take you through your day hour by hour for the LA basin. As I mentioned, a slight chance for some rain, so you may have to use the windshield wipers, but I'm not looking at any flooding or any slip and slide situation. You'll notice we'll have the cloud cover as we go throughout the morning. The temperatures by noon already at 81 degrees. And then during the afternoon, mostly sunny, could have some high clouds passing over us because of that area of low pressure to our south. 70s around 6 p.m. Temperatures for everyone, again, they're going to feel toasty and summer-like. 90s in the deserts, in the mountains, a slight chance for some storms. Remember, we do have a little bit of humidity in the air. Combine that with the heating of the day and the sunshine. That will help fuel a few pop-up storms, especially in the mountains and deserts. 90s for our friends in the Inland Empire. Starting off a little foggy in Orange County, but gradually we'll get to some mostly sunny conditions and temperatures inland in the mid-80s, upper 70s at the coast. High Ventura County, temperatures for you will be in the 70s and 80s. The San Fernando Valley, temperatures in the low 90s. Nothing too crazy that will warrant a heat advisory, but because it's the first day of fall, you should know that the temperatures are going to be warm. So take summertime precautions, hydrate, stay cool. Here's LA County, inland, upper 80s, low 90s, 85 in Los Angeles, and temperatures in the 70s at the coast. Now, that system to our south will gradually work its way towards the north. A higher chance for storms for our friends over in Santa Barbara County and even in the Central Valley, but here we are looking at the weather at noon. Notice how it's mostly sunny, some lingering clouds along the LA coastline. And then here we are. Tomorrow morning, it's looking mostly sunny for us, a little bit of clouds at the coast, but look at tomorrow afternoon. We'll tap into some of that moisture for parts of Ventura County, possibly along through the Grapevine. And then on Wednesday, another chance of seeing that wet weather, mostly for the LA Ventura County mountains. Now, towards the second half of the week, the temperatures are coming down. So we've got 93 in Santa Clarita today, but by Friday, we're looking at a difference of about 14 degrees as temperatures lower into the 70s and 80s. Here's your 7-day forecast. And as I mentioned, fall is a transitional season where we could have big swings in temperatures and also the occasional chance for rain. And that's what we have this week. The weather's going to keep us on our toes. So stay connected with us. It's going to get warmer before it gets cooler. And Tuesday and Wednesday are the days that I'm looking at where we have the best chance of some storms and scattered showers. The Valley's the Inland Empire, 80s, 90s. And there you see that chance Tuesday and Wednesday. Don't have any flood watches or anything of that sort. So so the possibility for any debris flow is low. The weather for the high desert, dry today, chance for storms tomorrow. The low desert has a chance for storms today, then triple digits, and in the mountains, chance for storms all the way through Wednesday. Temperatures at the end of the week in the 60s. That's your weather, everyone. Now let's check on the drive. What's going on, Holly?
All right, Belen. Good Monday morning, everyone. From Street Vision, we're getting a live look at the East 10. Jeff Sharping making his way towards Pomona. No issues on the eastbound side of the 10. I will tell you, traffic is building westbound. Now in Hollywood, I've been following this crash since the 4 a.m. hour. North 101 at Gower. Solo motorcycle crash. That off ramp is blocked until about 8 a.m. So you can always hop off the North 101 at Hollywood Boulevard instead. In Boyle Heights, the North 5 to the North 101 connector. We have an SUV that's stuck in the middle lane. We're noticing a backup in the East LA area. North 5 Drive, Downey to the 134. About 30 minutes right now, speeds in the 40s. So it's busy through Downey, Commerce, and also East LA due to that stalled SUV. West 60 Riverside to Diamond Bar, that drive about 40 minutes, speeds in the 40s. All looks good through Rubidoux and Harupa Valley. Expect to see heavier conditions once you pass the 15. And then finally on the South 14 Palmdale to the 5, that drive 50 minutes, speeds in the 40s, a little bit of slowing through Canyon Country. The next time you see me, we'll check out conditions in downtown Los Angeles. Michelle, over to you.
All right, Holly, thank you so much.